Bono, 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 bono. All right, are we back? Let me try this again. Trying to get all these little clips and rants out at once. You might see me switching up shirts here and there. I don't know what date this was on. I was gonna try to stitch these all together. That's not happening because I just keep finding stuff. Um, yeah, man, how y'all doing? Coach Q, Q Rock, Q's Tube, Rants and Raves. Sometimes I tell y'all some tips on how to make money. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna do a pros and cons video on the mystery shopping thing. We're gonna talk about some of the cons to pros to mystery shopping world and independent contractor life. Let's just say it's like you're a hunter out on the plains. Sometimes there's a lot of big game out there, and sometimes the plains are just empty. And I blame it all on environmental change, man. They want to say this stuff is fake, but whatever, man. Y'all killing the climate anyway. Y'all killing the business climate out here for sure. So with that being said, I'm like, it kind of ties into one of my rants, the codes of conduct out here. I don't think everybody gets that there are codes of conduct, ways to behave, the things that are expected of all of us. I could go into my complaints about some of your favorite mystery shopping companies, but that might be for another video. Maybe. Right now, we're just gonna have some fun. A friend of mine said, I need more rants from you, Q. The rants are great. I like when you go into your rants. Like, okay, so you want it, you got it. Like, you don't ask me twice, Playboy. Matter of fact, let me make sure I got the sound going because it'll be a damn shame if I have to delete 10 minutes of what I'm about to show y'all right now. This is more along the comment creeping section of Q's Tube as well. So check it out.
More enjoyable. They're going to take care of you guys, but you will listen to what they have to say because they represent my will in the cockpit or in the cabin, and my will is what matters. Be nice to each other. Be respectful of each other. I shouldn't have to say that. People should treat people the way you want to be treated, but I have to say it every single flight because people don't. They're selfish and rude, and we won't have it. Okay? Do your stuff. Get it out everybody else's way. Put your junk where it belongs. Everybody a pig for a space. Don't lean on other people. Don't fall asleep on other people. Don't pass out on other people or drool on them unless you've talked about it. And they have a weather-resistant jacket.
Dang.
All right, a little bit of fatherhood here. The other thing. The social experiment on listening to videos on speaker mode and talking on a cell phone on speaker mode, that is over and done in this country. Nobody wants to hear your video. I know you think it's super sweet. It probably is. But it's your business, right? So keep it to yourself. Use your AirPods, use your headphones, whatever it is. That's your business, okay? It's just part of being in a respectful society. Middle seaters, I know it stinks to be in the middle. Raise your hand. Raise them up. Anybody in the middle? Like 5 people. Yeah, right. That's full. All right, nobody's listening. Fine. You own both armrests. That is my gift to you. Welcome on board our flight. Remember, the flight attendants are primarily here for your safety. After that, they're
man. All right,
they're going to take care of you guys.
Listen
to what they have.
Let me just put Captain Courageous here on mute because that is Captain Courageous. My man's courageous as can be. Getting on here with all these privileged people and telling them how you're going to act. And that's crazy. Like he's like, I can't believe I even have to do this, but I'm going to do this. Because one of my favorite things to rant about on this channel, I haven't done a lot lately. I felt like I was stepping on some toes on the last one. But airlines, having to deal with the BS on flying planes, that alone is enough trauma for some of us. You know what I mean? And having to deal with people on their worst behavior that sometimes don't get the instant karma they deserve on these planes, man, on these flights. And it's true, and it's kind of crazy. These guys will have you out here, about ready to fight over the slightest thing on a damn plane while you in a plane up stuck in the air. Like, this ain't a plane, this is a shuttle, but you in the plane, you stuck in that joint, and you can't fight if you want to. How you gonna fight somebody on a damn plane? And like, come on, you kill everybody because you want one more drink or whatever the hell it is. You think you saw an alien in the back of the thing. This is a trip. But I just want to do a little comment creeping on this one before I go to the next one, because people were getting upset. They're like, oh wow, the people that are upset in the comments are the people that this comment is directed to. I said I never get a pilot or a crew that, well, I ain't gonna say the crew be fine. I ain't never got a pilot that cool. But actually the last few flights I've been on have been great. Crew has been great. Passengers were great. I had a great conversation on one of my flights back to Tennessee. The entire flight, that never happens. Like, people were just great. this last flight that I was on. So shout out to all y'all on that. I think that was a Delta flight.
Over and done in this country. Nobody wants to hear your video. I know.
Listen, thank you for saying that, and I'm saying this hoping there's somebody somewhere in public right now that might be watching this video. I really hope and pray that there's somebody somewhere out there that's watching this video, not at home, whether you're at work, you're at a cubicle somewhere, maybe you're driving down the road, maybe you're on a bus, if you're still public transportation, maybe out in the park walking in them doo-doo monsters that y'all call pets. I don't know. Whatever it is that y'all are doing, hopefully you're doing it with earbuds on, because I swear it is so annoying hearing somebody else's phone and some whatever you're watching. That's mad annoying. It was annoying back in the days. Like, it was annoying back in the MySpace days. Like, y'all still doing that? Y'all still out in public with your phone? Clinging, like, you know, I have to check myself for that. Like, I'd be watching TV and have the phone on at the same time. Like, bro, that's too much. That's too much. But in public? On a plane? Nah, that's out, bro. You know, some of y'all watching this do this all the time. You might be sitting on a plane now with this loudly. If that's the case, hey, sorry, y'all, this guy's a jerk.
Over and done in this country. Nobody wants to hear your video. You know, the comments would trick me out too. Say he's not wrong. He's definitely not wrong. If you're offended by this speech, congratulations, you are part of the problem. You know. So I said, this guy's like, I will turn this plane around right now. So help me God, if y'all don't stop acting like animals back there. You know what I'm saying? Less than fine. You own both armrests. That is my gift to you. Welcome on board our flight. Remember, the flight attendants are primarily here for your safety. After that, they're here to make the flight more enjoyable.
Somebody says the lady gasping and talking over him is the person the speech is directed to. I don't know if she was gasping over what he was saying or if it was just that it was, I don't know what the problem was. I personally, if I would have heard that, I probably would have been cracking up. I might have started applauding. Yeah, like this lady says, as a flight attendant for over 35 years, not for American Airlines. Oh, that was American Airlines flight. Oh yeah, you can kind of tell by the little paper right there. It's got the little color. And it says right there, bro, Cube, what are you doing? It says American Airlines captain has had it with y'all. I'm clearly not paying attention. All I can say is bravo, Captain. Anyone who doesn't agree with what he has said apparently is oblivious to social manners and could care less about being respectful to fellow passengers. True. The things I have seen people do and say is mind-boggling. If anyone just follow the golden rule, flying would be a breeze. I will say I have seen a few flight attendants that are a little above and beyond, but okay. I saw flight attendants question this lady multiple times on if the child that she was with was her child. I thought that was odd, but at the same time, I don't know what they know. But at the same time, it clearly looked like that was her child from my perspective. And she was pregnant. That bugged me out a little bit. This lady came back like 3 times within a period of 20 minutes before the plane took off. Like, yo, what's really good? What's going on over here? I don't know. I'll just leave that. That's a whole nother side thing that has nothing to do with this little thing. Well, whatever. I just wanted to show you all that one. And there's one more I got to get to since we're talking about codes and codes of conduct. This one, we're going to have a little conversation. Let's check this out.
Birthday weekend. And I guess some way, somehow, I was drunk a little bit and I stepped on this guy's shoes and he gets up and he goes, wipe my fucking shoes off right now since you stepped on them. I said, get the fuck out of my face. I ain't doing that shit. So he went and grabbed his waist. So as soon as he went and grabbed his waist, I grabbed my phone and I contacted the local authorities. Come to find out, he got arrested because he was in possession and he was a felon. It's 2023. We're not throwing our lives away for you dumbass niggas. You're going to go to jail, buddy. The local authorities have been called. Now, y'all might call me a bitch, but I'm a bitch and I'm free. He a real nigga locked up. Oh, you want to try to take my life? Okay, I'll ruin your life. Yeah, you think I'm going to throw my life away from you, buddy? Check again. I was in Atlanta for my birthday weekend. And I guess some way, somehow, I was...
Yeah. I'm going to say it like I tell some of my very loud, outspoken, associates that maybe that may not align with any of my politics or my beliefs on either side. Because honestly, I vote for Q. I don't even get me started. I'm like, some of the stuff y'all are saying on both sides, whenever y'all be having your points, you just so, you know what I mean? It's so rabid and defending your point, standing on your hill. It's not that what you're saying is correct or incorrect. You know what I mean? It's more the delivery, and we hear the tone behind it, which shows the motive of the action that caused it to play. My man is spitting nothing but, I mean, if this truly happened to him, this is.
So he went and grabbed his waist. So as soon as he went and grabbed his waist, I grabbed my phone and I contacted the local authorities. Come to find out, he got arrested because he was in possession and he was a felon. 3. We're not doing our.
I'm not gonna let you drop that N-bomb on my page again, so I can get the flame. But I'm with you, my G. Look, I kind of. This is where the Gemini and me gets in trouble all the time, you know. So that's why I'm like, yo, let's check the comments on this one real quick. You know what I'm saying? First, real man using logic and not having detrimental emotion reaction, even when there is a threat to life, is very admirable. He's a gangster, right? He'll be fine in jail. You know what I mean? If you have something to lose, that dumb S like that ain't worth it. Bro handed him a hot straight to jail card. Now, you know, that's the only the part of me that wants to be like, yo, that's foul. The part of me that wants to go that way is only because of the fact that Buddy is going to jail. You know, it's Buddy's fault he's going to jail. You're right. I'm just, you know, I'm not what you might call real or, you know, OG. If they ask me what OG stands for, it means, you know, organic gone. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm not trying to portray any of that. At the same time, I'm closer to that than I am to law enforcement. Like, I don't understand getting law enforcement in, but I'm not saying he's wrong for that. I've been in similar situations. I was in a similar, not like that, but kind of a situation that was going left not too long ago at work in public, and there was clearly nobody going to back me up. And I'm in a position of authority at this place. The last thing I thought about was calling police. I was about to go to my car. I don't have a lot in my car, but I have enough to adjust your attitude a little bit. I ain't strapped, but I do have attitude adjusters. Like, that's what we call in the old school. Like, you can have a gun or you can have an attitude adjuster. That can be a bat, knife, this, that. I got a lot of attitude adjusters, so I was going to get my attitude adjusters. You know, that's neither here nor there. You know, the guy said the dude went for his waist. He didn't say he produced a weapon. He said he went for his waist as if he was about to do something. And the man pulled out and said, "Someone please dial 911." A little side of me wants to be like, yo, that's foul, my guy. Like, but at the same time, he don't know this guy. He don't owe him nothing. And, you know, he's not obligated to do this tough guy street dance that a lot of us wear unnecessarily. He doesn't have to play by those rules. He doesn't. You know, nobody has to play by those rules. But he clearly chose not to do so. I think what's bothering a lot of people is the sheer delight that he's taking.
Bitch, and I'm free. He a real nigga locked up.
You give me the N-bomb again, bro. Stop it.
Oh, you want to try to take my life? Okay, I'll ruin your life.
I can't get any. It's bad enough. I already got shadow ban on TikTok. Follow Q Rock 639 Music on Instagram, because I had to change my Instagram handle from 420-Q Rock because they've been shadow banning the hell out your boy. So I'm trying to live a cleaner life over here. Obviously, if I'm a guy that has a handle like 420 _ Q Rock 639, with 420 being in the middle, I'm not going to be the kind of guy that's going to be quick to call the cops on somebody. It's all I'm trying to say. You know, they try to bounce me off Instagram because when Instagram first came on, I was really happy. This was back in the early days before legalization hit California, and I was already in motion out here. So when I saw Instagram, my high ass was like, word? It's like weed maps? And I just immediately started posting. I thought that's what it was. they let me stay after all. They just kept blocking everything. They kept blocking everything. And finally I got it. Like, oh wow, you're tripping. Like, no, that is no, just because all of your friends are in the game and that's what they're, I just assume, never make an assumption. I wouldn't be the first guy to call the cops on somebody when they go for their waist, you know. But I'm not really mad at him.
On that shit. So he went and grabbed his waist. So as soon as he went and grabbed his waist, I grabbed my phone and I
See, that's a good point. Then he said, so what if one of his homies saw this video? Then what? Like, it went from something being something very little, you know, like, oh, oh. Here's the other thing. I don't want to say like that. It's a very minor infraction, but it sounds like an infraction was made because you said you were intoxicated and you stepped on homie's shoes, which whatever, bro. Like codes. And this is why I'm calling this codes of conduct. I don't care what you're talking about. If the same thing would have happened to you, at the very least, if you wouldn't have vocalized it or not, in your mind, you would have processed that a certain code that has been established, whether we agree with it or not, or know who started it, we know this code exists. We know it. You knew it. You said you started, you stepped on his shoe. Like, you know what I'm saying? So technically, you assaulted him. Think about it.
I grabbed my phone and I contacted.
I'm not going to let him go, but he's going to drop the N-bomb again, and then I'm going to have to drop the N-bombs. Call the police in my John Witherspoon voice. Wow. He said, you're going to jail, buddy. Going to jail, buddy. You know, and that real G locked up. I mean, it's kind of funny, but, you know, I let him live because obviously he felt threatened. He said, y'all want to call me a F.A.B.A.N? If y'all know what F.A.B.A.N is, right now, Google, go to YouTube and type in Screwball dash F.A.Y.B.A.N. F.A.B.A.N. You know he F.A.B.A.N. You know, he's saying it. And I guess knowing is half the battle. I just had to show that video. What do y'all think about that? Do you think he went too far? You think my man went too far by calling?
He went and grabbed his waist. So as soon as he went and grabbed his waist, I grabbed my phone and I contacted the local authorities. Come to find out, he got arrested because he was in possession and he was a felon.
Choose two codes to be followed and obeyed out here in these streets and in life. And that's it. What do you think about that? Leave me a comment. I'm doing this for you, and especially you in the back who didn't comb your hair yet. I see you. Kind of